How's it going, everybody? Doing a eating hard candy and Blu-ray pickup video here today. Blu-ray movies. I got 2 movies here. I talked about this in another video, I think. I was supposed to have 3. Buy 2, get 1 free off Amazon, but 2 of them came. I ended up canceling the other ones. They were all supposed to come, I think, Friday. And then it got pushed to Saturday, and then it got pushed to Sunday. Then they were pushing it to Monday. And then they gave me they're like, do you want to cancel it? Because they're like, oh, if you don't, because it's coming from a third party. It's being, I guess they have to send it to Amazon or whatever. I was like, you know what? I don't feel like waiting. I can get this movie in a 3-pack with 2 other movies that were part of it. Well, they're not like sequels or anything, but a certain thing. So I was like, you know what? Because at this point, they're like, oh, we'll send, if you don't hear, it doesn't get shipped out by like the 19th or something. We'll just cancel ourselves. But I'm like, I could already tell it's not going to come. Like, sometimes you just know. By the way, I do have 2 movies here. They're still having that sale, by the way. I might take advantage of it again. I don't know. The Broncos were losing, by the way, as I said. They would probably turn around and lose to the Jets after beating the Eagles, and they were losing to them 11-10. I don't know what the score is now. I have not checked again. I personally don't give enough of a shit. 15, 20 years ago, I would have been, even further back, I would have been going nuts over it. If they lose that game, it's just like, really, dude? Like, you're frauds, Anyway. Oh, God. It restuck. I opened this beforehand. I didn't take the movie out because it's loud. But this one is nice. Ravenous. Finally got a Blu-ray copy of Ravenous. My usually 1 or 2. It's in my top 2 always. This and The Blair Witch are my 2 favorite movies. I will occasionally swap them. Make one. It's like a 1A, 1B scenario. Both came out in 99. Although, Blair Witch had a very limited release, I think, in 98. Before it came out, I guess they were testing it, I don't know. Ravenous is fantastic. One of the best soundtracks. I still have the soundtrack somewhere. I bought it back in the day, and I still have the disc floating around somewhere. I did not get rid of it. I gave away a lot of my CDs to my friend. It's nice to have this, though. You got Guy Pearce, Robert Carlyle, Jeremy Davies, Jeffrey Jones, David Arquette. Neil McDonough is in here as well. He's been in a ton of stuff. He's in Tulsa King right now. He's been in a ton of stuff. You'll know Neil McDonough. There it is. Let me see. This looks like it has a reversible cover. What do we got? What special features we got here? We got commentary with the director and composer. So that's one of the composers. It was 2 guys. It was Damon Albarn and another guy. I don't know if it was him that was in. Was he not in Blur? And then or was he the one that was in Gorillaz? I forget. Great soundtrack, though. I love it. We got another commentary with. We got straight up commentary with Robert Carlyle, then another one with the screenwriter and Jeffrey Jones. Deleted scenes with commentary by Michael Nyman is the other guy. I think it's Damon Albarn that was in the bands. The other known bands. It's like a dark comedy. Deals with like Wendigo, like you eat somebody and you absorb their spirit type thing, you get stronger and stuff. And it takes place in the Sierra Nevadas. And Guy Pearce's character is sent there. He was a soldier and he's sent there. And then Robert Carlo shows up, he's all weak, but he plays him. If you know, it's the little spoilers, he plays him, he's the one that's been eating people and stuff. It's a good movie though. It's actually really good. I would check this out. I've been recommending this movie since my old channel. This came out in 99, but my first time I recommended this was probably like 2010 on my original YouTube channel. They're cooking up human meat in a stew. You're like, damn, that looks good. 1408 is the next movie with the sleeve, the artwork there. Shot up. This is another good movie. John Cusack, Samuel L. Jackson. He's in it a bit, but not really much. It's mostly just John Cusack. It's based off Stephen King, right? Yep. I think this is in one of his short stories books, I think. I don't think this was a standalone book. I think this was in a collection with other ones. I could be wrong. Does it say it on here somewhere? No. This also has commentary with director and writers. Alternate endings. I like when you get... This is the reason... And DVDs were the same way for me. It's something that it had over VHS at the time. You know, was... You would get commentaries and stuff, which was cool. It was always cool. You know, something bonus. You know, that's why it's still nice to get them now. A lot of the Blu-rays now, the newer releases, don't. A lot of them don't have commentaries. You get extra features like outtakes, deleted scenes, and making of type stuff like that, interviews. But I've always been a fan of commentaries. I don't know why. The Mythic Dawn commentaries, of course, are the best. If you know Elder Scrolls, you'll know what that is. I've seen this before, it's good. John Cusack does a good job in this. Sometimes he'll overact in his movies, but he's good in this. He doesn't go too nuts in this, but it at least lends it to it, because he goes into the room. It's supposed to be like a haunted room. Nobody stays in there for more than like an hour, a half hour or something. He's in there, and then his brain, he starts getting messed with. His whole brain's getting messed with by the room itself and the spirits or whatever. The haunting. It's a good one. I forget when it came out. I've not seen it in a bit. This is like 2012 or something. 2007. Wow. So this is a bit older. A bit older now. Let's move that back down. What else has gotten in anything else? The Secrets of 1408. John Cusack on 1408. Inside Room 1408. Theatrical trailer. But I like that kind of stuff. I like the commentaries always to me. Why is this is just not wanting to stay. I always, like I said, I've always liked commentary. because it gives you like another reason to watch it again and stuff. Like I said, Blu-rays are extremely cheap now. Even a lot of 4Ks you can get for under $15. Newer releases, even on Blu-ray, coming out like $25, $30, and 4K would be like $30. But you can go back and I'm not even talking about like if you go to like garage sales, they'd always be like $1. But you go to like antique stores and stuff like that, you're gonna find Blu-rays for pretty cheap. Obviously, I did the pickup video when I was back in Massapequa, and I went to Book Off and picked up like 8, whatever it was, like 8 movies. You get them for $3. You know, they can range up higher too. Like I think Monster Squad was like, it was new, but it was like $10. But 18 was $1. You get, Skyfall, I think, was $3. Batman Begins was like $2 or $3 new. Same thing with X-Men First Class, like $2 or $3 new. You can get these. They're on it's like DVDs now. You can get DVDs for, especially if you buy a lot on eBay or something. You can get like DVDs on average for like 50 cents a piece. But I think I talked about real quickly. These are the pickups. Ravenous and 1408. Both cool movies. Check them out, but definitely check out Ravenous. Love Robert Carlyle is one of my favorites. Scottish actor Robert Carlyle, but I say Scottish. Did I say actress? Actor. Did I say? I don't know. Scottish actor. Guy Pearce is good too. But the first Blu-rays I ever got, I do not have. But when I got my PS3 in 2007, it came with a second controller, and there's a voucher or a thing where you filled out these 5 Blu-rays you would get. And they actually sent them too, which was nuts, because I was like, oh bullshit, I'm going to fill this out and never see these. They came pretty quick. I think I got like the first Pirates of the Caribbean, because this would have been 2007. I'm pretty sure that was on there. One of the Resident Evils was on there, the ones with Mila Jovovich. It was probably maybe the second one or something. I don't know when they came out. It wasn't, but it was. I can't remember a lot of the other ones, though. I can't remember what the other ones were. It might have even been, I don't know if 2 of the Pirates of the Caribbean were out at that point, but could have been Halloween or something. I don't know. Those were my first set at the time, because it was a Blu-ray player. It was Blu-ray versus HD DVD at the time. Wow, Denver won 13-11. You heard it here first. I apologize on behalf of the U.S. for that shit show you got to see over in England. Really, defensive struggle, 1 touchdown. There was a safety. The Jets got a safety, I know that. But they do win 13-11. I can't even say good win on that, because you should have destroyed them. But a win's a win, but still. That doesn't surprise me. They had real quickly here, they had a substitute. I think one of the tackles got hurt. He's out for a while, I think. And the guy that subbed him, I think, had like 3 holding calls in the first half, so that didn't help. They had a turnover as well. They get the win, though. Denver still, they're not, to me personally, like I think they can still get in the playoffs, but they're not a threat, in my opinion. That's just me being honest. But anyway, pickups, some eating hard candy with it. And, that's what I was going to say. I don't know if I'm going to do this. It's late in the video, but I may, because the video game cover art tournaments does not view well. I was really thinking about doing a cover art for the movies. I might just talk about them and not do a tournament. Just talk about them from time to time and rate them like I've done with the video games in the past. Because I don't want to then commit myself to another one of these where they don't view. But anyway, if anyone's interested, let me know.